4, 5, 6, season 6. We're rolling on the road. We're rolling on the road. 100 shades of devoutability. We're rolling on the road. Oh, yes, we're rolling on the road. Ooh, we're rolling on the road. 100 shades of devoutability. We're rolling on the road. Yeah. Take it away, Cousin Kim.
We are so excited because we have New World Comedy on here today, and we running a little bit late because that's what happens when you're hanging out with comedians and radio personalities. They do their own
Oh,
thing. They just big wigs now, so us
no.
little folks have to figure out, what we got to do. We get in where we fit in, but we just thank the Lord that today is the last day of them being about, okay, so they about this big right here. They're gonna be like this bigger right here. Because as you see, scrolling down at the bottom on our little CNN ticker tape there,
I like it.
that they are going to be the premier bomb.com 6 a.m. your drive time. See, that's the drive time right there. That's 6 to 9 a.m. They're gonna be the ooh ooh the host. The hostess with the mostest. From 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Y'all tune in to the heat 97.3. How y'all feel about that?
Oh, we are so excited. It's the New World Comedy Morning Show, 97.3 FM, The Heat. We are over the moon right now.
Being able to bring people comedy and local news, national news, relationship tips, health tips. I mean, they get it all on our morning show.
That's wow. Hey man, I gotta get my tissue now. Hallelujah. Little emotional, little motion, little motion. So y'all not starving artists no more.
Oh,
we just two comedians that's just trying to make people laugh and
right.
heal through laughter, and any opportunity we can to help others achieve their goals as well is the main goal for us.
Okay, say something funny. Y'all funny, say something funny.
Say something funny.
We hear that a lot.
Yeah, we do hear that a lot everywhere we go. They be like, if you're a comedian, then prove it.
Funny.
Prove it.
Mm-hmm.
Prove it.
I always say the same thing. I tell them, I just lost 40 pounds. They'll clap and say, oh, great. And I always tell them I got over my eating disorder. They'll say, well, eating disorder? I say, yeah, I keep eating a disorder. Chips, cakes, cookies, Oreos. I always give them that little dad joke so they can take that home to the family.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
All right. Your turn, Shantae. Turbulence time.
Anytime your grown kids is messing around in your house more than you, it's time for them to get out. It's time for them to get out of the house. Me and my son, I had to put him out because he was asking me for codes he had no business having access to. I guess he called himself being mad because when I went back on my TV to try to, sign into some adult stuff, the password was changed. He says, when I can learn how to share, he'll give me my passcode back. I was like, what? Yeah, it's time for you to go. Get out. You ain't putting in on this, man.
Yes. All right. I think it's funny because they had a special segment with Gilda's Laugh Fest. It was called The Real and Funny Side of Living with a Disability. And I thought it was really cute. We had to audition. It started out 12 of us, 12 friends and neighbors. The day of the show, maybe there was less than that. I don't want to put nobody under the bus, but it definitely was a lot less than that. And thankfully, I got to go like at the beginning. So I think I was like the third or the fourth comic. And what I thought was interesting is that after I got done, the other seven comics started doing my act or did a piggyback off of my act. I said, come on now, how y'all, that's intellectual property.
Yeah, yeah. Come up with your own.
I'm gonna have to, give me my coins, give me my coins.
Right.
That was my stuff, So does that happen to y'all?
They paraphrasing your jokes.
Using it in they skit. Didn't you have your own? But I did have a crowd laughing. Man, I had them howling.
We definitely got to have you on one of our shows then.
They was howling.
It's about that time. You've been supporting. You've been coming to the shows anyway. I think you're ready.
Actually, you are. I don't know if you read the message, but we have a section in our show, a segment where we talk about community leaders and people that are doing big things in the community. And I used you as one of our community people, our first show.
Yes, to highlight everything that you do, and we appreciate it. So we want to make sure the city knows about it. I like that class. I like that.
Thank you. I had to do that again. Oh, that's sorry about that. My glucose is going off. Hush. Okay, y'all hold on.
Drew Apple. So.
And shout out to the Gilda's Club. Shout out to the Gilda's Club. I will be performing on June 29th at 7 p.m. at the Gilda's Club in honor of Gilda herself for her birthday and for the legacy of cancer. So I'm super excited about that.
Wait a minute, hold on. Who is the host of the show?
I was giving a shout out. You said Gilda, you mentioned Gilda, so I was like, oh, let me throw that in there. Shout out.
See y'all see how they do already. Started going to their head. They done took over hosting my show. She didn't even let me get to that part. That was part of my questioning and saying, introducing that, because that's a big deal to have a Black woman represent in West Michigan, representing, Gilda's house, Gilda's Club, I should say, and representing Gilda herself. But we wasn't even going there right now. But okay, I guess we are now. How does that make you feel as a marginalized woman and to be chosen by such a large organization to say, okay, we want you? And you definitely do not fit, the stereotype, if we want to say there is a stereotype, with having the dreads. And I think you still got a couple of piercings left.
No, I don't.
There wasn't one in your nose?
Yeah, I have one in my nose, but mainly all of them, they're gone. So yeah, they're gone.
You don't look like Becky.
Okay,
right.
You're right. Becky with the good hair, huh?
Yeah, Becky with the good hair.
I'm really humbled to be able to bring diversity to Gilda's Club. I am very much appreciative of the opportunity to even represent Gilda. She was on SNL. She was married to the one and only Gene Wilder.
Yes.
She's left behind such an amazing legacy. And I wish that she could be here to see it for herself, but I'm going to do my best to make sure she sees it above and knows that a person like me would have never thought I would ever have an opportunity to come into such an establishment in the first place and do this. So when I was asked to do it, I accepted humbly. And when they gave me the date just 2 days ago, I was excited about that. And I'm just ready to make them laugh and just get out there and do what I'm supposed to be doing. And that is, like I said before, making people laugh through healing, through the comedy and stuff. So yeah. And they're going to see my hair in its natural form.
Yeah. Dave, who is your favorite comic of all time?
Myself, not really. Honestly though, if I really had to, it's different stages I think in my life that I would say were my like favorite comics. I would say originally it was Eddie Murphy that made me actually want to be a comedian. Style wise, early on, I watched a lot of Comic View, a lot of um, Def Comedy Jam, and at a moment it was really Ricky Smiley too. Ricky Smiley, he hosted Comic View for a couple years. He had his grandma content where he would dress up as a different grandma from church. He would read the church announcements, and they were always super funny. And then when I got a little more into the game and wanted to learn more of a science behind the stand up and what I wanted my stand up to stand for and do for people, I think Dave Chappelle
Dave
definitely
Chappelle.
a
Yep.
big impact on my life. Yeah.
So, with that being said, a lot of comics, because I mean, I've been watching comedy, oh my gosh, since Red Fox.
Uh,
I go all the way back to Red Fox and
Richard
to
Pryor. Yeah.
can I finish? How you know? Maybe I wasn't gonna say him.
Okay.
See, there you go. See, I'm telling you, they got it already. They are they got it already. I would have to say it was Red Fox. It was Bill Cosby,
Mm.
and he was, oh my gosh, it was just hilarious. And then there was Wallace. I can't think his. I don't know if that's his last name or his first name, but he was funny.
Yeah, George Wallace.
Yes, and then the guy who played Witherspoon
Oh,
was
yeah.
hilarious.
Down with a
Yeah,
spoon.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Those are some of my favorites. I wasn't quite. Richard Pryor was way, way out there. So I remember this is way back when they would do comedy and put it on vinyl. And so when it would come out, the adults would have a party. We would be sent upstairs and they would play it on the vinyl. They would sit in the room and they would be, this right here and have a little Lambrusco. So we would listen through the heat ducts. So we go to the register and we like this, trying to hear it. So I didn't get to hear him like I wanted to coming up until I want to say I got about 20 years old is when I got an opportunity to really hear his comedy. But I loved his movies. I loved him and Gene Wilder together in those movies. Those are crazy. Now my dad would take me to go see Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor movies without my mom. He wouldn't tell my mom that he was taking me. So that is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Now sometimes comedians will take some of that old comedy and put it into their act. Have you done that? Either one of you?
I'm so iffy on watching other comics, period, because it's sometimes it gets very blurry to when a favorite comic of yours and you're watching them and then you get on stage and you'll start notice you do some of their same mannerisms and some of the same tones and things like that. Like you might not even intend to sound like somebody, but somebody might be like, hey, he sounds like Kevin Hart or he sounds like this person or that person, just because they watch them a lot. Not because they're trying to sound like them, they watch them a lot, so they kind of take on, which I think is again part of the science of stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
So
I
is
don't.
that a yes or a no?
No.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, I absolutely do not uh, want to be like anyone else in comedy or take their style or even speak like how they speak. I feel like, you know, a lot of women have come before me, and I'm so gracious for that because I'm able to do what I'm doing. But turbulence is turbulence time, and that's who she needs to be. And I can only be her and talk about what she talk about and what she do. So no, I don't do that.
Now I know that you like Lunel. I know that.
Yes.
What have you picked up from Lunel?
The only thing I can honestly say that I've picked up from Lunel is when it comes to business, make sure you get your money first before you start doing pictures and
Oh, now
too
that's
long
funny.
too long of chit chat. She's the type of person that when she come there, you need to have everything ready to go, pretty much. And I find myself recently taking on that type of a stance when it comes to my performances. You know, I want to come on time. Hopefully, we can start on time, and I can be able to give the audience what I
Really?
can to give.
What you
Yes.
say now? We gonna be on time?
Well, I would like to be on time. You know, well, my partner don't always be on time, but I stand firmly. I try my hardest to start on time and
Yeah, I
be
just
ready to
want
go.
y'all to know I threw some shade. Yes, I did. I slid the
Right.
shade
Right, I
Yeah,
in
you're
seen
there.
supposed
it.
to be here at 4. Right.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what she like. Gotta be on time.
and I'm gonna
Well,
take full
it was
responsibility for that.
14 today.
Yeah, I'm gonna take full responsibility for that. That's all on me. That wasn't even on Dave. That's on me.
I threw that shade in there.
That
Yes,
was
I
funny.
did.
That was funny. I
You know, I,
caught it. I
on,
caught it.
on the low, on the low, on the low. All right, Dave, tell a joke while I take care of my glucose meter. Tell a joke.
Okay. I feel like there's two different type of people in this world today. Two different type of people. There's people who look at life cup half full, and there's people who look at life cup half empty. Me, I'm a person who look at life cup half full. And people who know this know that people who look at life cup half full sometimes bump heads with people who look at life cup half empty. For instance, I remember uh, my kid's mom, her grandma lost a leg. You know, her grandma lost a leg, did diabetes. And she lost her, and I was on a bus. I seen a man with no legs. I took a picture of him. I sent it to her, and it said, "Hey, things could be worse." You know, and then she lost her left leg. So the message said, "Hey, things could be worse. So look on the right side." Now the family got mad at me. Now the family all mad, like, "Oh, not dare you, not Graham, not my Graham." But one time I told Graham that joke, and she was rolling. Get it? She was in the wheelchair rolling. That was uh, 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 check your glucose joke. My check your glucose joke for the day. I know Turtle's got one in her.
Yeah, I do. You know, it's a lot of potholes out here in Grand Rapids. You know, they're supposed to be fixing all these streets. I've done hit quite a few of the potholes to the point where my transmission is going out on my car. So I often find myself having to leave the car running when I go in stores or when I stop. Well, unfortunately, I left my car running the other day and it got taken from me. Yes, a YN took my car. You know what? I didn't even try to chase after the car or fight because he didn't know that the transmission about to go out. So I let him go ahead and take it. He started driving the car. It started revving, going back and forth, chugging and chugging. He jumps out the car while the car is still rolling and he calls me broke and runs off as the car hits the curb. I jumped in the car and I yelled back out at him. If you would have just took it to wherever you was gonna go, you could have got it fixed and brought it back to me. He was like,
That part.
nah. you he said, you a broke auntie. He called me a broke auntie. That
No,
hurt
he
my
didn't.
feelings. Yes, that hurt my feelings. Cause he was like, you gotta get you some money. He said, you broke. So now I'm trying to get me a new car. Look.
All right, y'all. Thank you. Well, we want to say thank you so much to Doretha Ardorn who is watching. Hey, Doretha, that's my Retha. Y'all tune in tonight. She has a show on her page. It's
Nice.
Dorth. Doretha. Wait a minute, Dorthea. Yes, Ardon, Ardoin. She plays the best music. It's gonna be from 7 until 9 tonight. Get your friends, hang out, get a
Hey,
little cognac, get a little pre-roll, and just chill. I'm just saying.
yeah.
I ain't telling folks how to live. I'm
Right.
suggestions. That's all. Just make a little suggestions. And I'm not saying that's what I do, offend to do. Just making a couple of suggestions. Like grown people do. That's all I'm doing.
That's beautiful.
Yes. I'm so excited for you guys. I am. It has been definitely a pleasure to see everything, and I'm gonna use my own word, roll out with the two of you.
Mhm.
And to be able to roll around and roll on the road and check you guys out. Where do you think that you'll go after this radio station?
Well, you want to see first or you want to see?
Well, great. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the ultimate goal would be to continue traveling, doing comedy, open up our own comedy spot where we can give people an opportunity to showcase their talent, whether they be newcomers or veterans in the game. We want to do different themes, and just bring people in to laugh and enjoy the show. 420 version, non 420 version. Have multiple buildings.
Okay, so my hand is up. I want to be the host.
Are
Yes.
you gonna host one of these shows? Oh yeah, we're gonna have multiple shows. We plan on being open.
I'm hosting. I'm hosting because I got some funny stuff to talk about with y'all people. I got some funny stuff to say. So I'm about to tell my own little joke. One of the things that I think is interesting since I've been in the wheelchair, you notice a lot of stuff that you didn't notice when you was walking around. One of the first things that I noticed is that anytime somebody comes to talk to me, they have to grab the handle of my chair. And I'm just like, sir, ma'am, why are you touching me? They're like, we're not touching you. We're touching your chair. But guess what? The chair now has become part of my body. So what I do, I said, okay, you want to hold on to me like that, then let me hold on to you. So y'all know I'm like right here at all your hind parts. So I started grabbing people by their love handle. They started screaming like, "How dare you?" I said, "Well, how dare you? You just touched my love handle." Okay, you said my touch my love handle.
I like that.
All right, okay, so we even. So people are like, okay, so now when people see me, I'm not touching your chair. I said, cool, we good to go. But my favorite thing is nobody can do them silent farts around me because I am S level and I know who did it.
Wow.
I was in church and everybody started looking around, and don't be looking at the girl in the wheelchair. It was not me. But if y'all want to know who did it,
you got the absorb cushion. You got the absorb cushion on
Thank you. That was
so they doing
silent.
So they're doing silent farts in church.
You know you're supposed to be quiet in church. So they can't rip no loud ones. Come on now.
I'm just saying, why they do it in the church? Go to the bathroom.
My tummy hurt. Your tummy, the tummy.
They got the bubble guts. They got the bubble guts. That's it. They got the bubble guts.
That's pretty rough.
They got the bubble guts.
Breakfast, that Sunday breakfast. Mama just trying to get you some milk. Messed you up.
And then you realize, I don't know if you remember that commercial with the mom and the daughter. She says, "Mom," she says, "Yes, honey. Do you sometimes not feel so fresh?"
No,
and it's like, oh yeah. So that's another thing that I've learned since I've been in the wheelchair. Everybody ain't so fresh. You be rolling around. It's like, ooh, bait cod alert.
No.
Somebody ain't wrenched a monkey today. And y'all need to wrench around and wrench it off.
Yeah, they've been going too much back to front.
That from front to back, not back to front.
Exactly, they're doing too much back.
Y'all need to do something, yes. Or when they, people like to bend down and hug you, and it's like they forgot to put on some deodorant, or maybe they might have put that on from 2 days ago. and they thought it was still fresh and they could wear it on Sunday. They wore it to work on Wednesday and hung it back up.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot going on.
No, you can't. My favorite, I'll never forget it. I was at the Church of God in Christ Women's Convention in Detroit. Before I got the baclofen pump, my left foot would sit over on its side. This lady came up to me and she said, "Did you know that your foot was sitting on the side and it's crooked?" And I'm just like, absolutely, I knew that. I mean, I think I would have noticed that before I left and came out in public. But the part that gets me is how people, I'm talking about random strangers, will come up to me and want to fix my foot. "Ma'am, you look really uncomfortable. Can I help you?" I said, "Help me do what?" So they want to go and adjust my foot. So you know what I do? Do I adjust your titties because you got on the wrong bra and they just not,
Did you not know they was one little lower?
They was lopsided. I don't roll up to you and try to adjust your titties. I don't do that. No. I don't roll up to me. And men will do it too. Man, I do not roll up to y'all and just adjust your bat and ball. Now you got too many balls, many on one side. You need to even them things out and then put the balls on either side of the bat. I don't roll up to them and just say, "Oh, that needs to be adjusted. I don't do that." No.
I think the misconception is that they feel like because you're in a chair that they need to automatically care for you without your permission. And that's not really good for people to do that to people. They should talk.
Yeah, but that was my jokes and they was funny. People laugh when I tell them that.
Yeah, I like it. I like especially the the hug when people wouldn't expect that. Because you is right in people's armpit when they hug you.
Yes.
And then I lean back like that. They're like, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm to life." And I said, "But you stink." No. They grab that chair, they get to talking, and I'm trying to do like this. I said, "Please, I'm not gonna roll out your life, I promise. But I'm gonna roll away from you right now because we just fresh today. I think we need to try this again. Yeah, we need to try it again."
You gotta give them there gotta be you gotta come up with a prayer or something like, you know what, something just came upon me. Let's pray real quick. Just throw some in the window. Like, "Lord, I know you love us how we are, but you can make us better. We can be better." Yeah, you can throw in some little innuendos in a prayer. Like, is she talking about me? Because I am. He's saying the devil wearing a blue shirt. I got the blue shirt on now.
That part.
He attacks all senses, Lord. He gonna attack all our senses. He don't attack the eyes and the ears, Lord.
I love it. So we got a flyer here. You have a show coming up on tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about the show tomorrow.
We have our 420 friendly comedy show, Super High, tomorrow. 2 shows, one night, 7 p.m. and 10 p.m.
Yes, it's a 420 friendly show. You smoke, we joke. Got comics from all over the state. Gonna have some raffles, giveaways, some awesome area vendors will be in the building too. So definitely a good time. Don't got to worry about a bar because it is a BYOB event as well. Even though we mostly smoking, but people feel free to bring your own drinks as well if you like to.
21 and up only. ID at the door.
Oh, is that mandatory? The ID at the door?
Yes.
Okay, because everybody. You gotta be. I don't care how young you're looking.
Yeah, you gotta be 21 with an ID. And the good thing about our shows is that it's full of diversity, full of laughter, and just having people come together for the common cause. So we super excited about it. Coming back strong, and we ready.
Let's see, what else do we have going on here? We've got the show, and let's see what's the next thing that we have. Oh, look what we have. We got a promo. Who are these beautiful people right there?
Comedian Turbulence time.
Hey, Comedian Dave Jones, 97.3 The Heat.
Yes.
Now, how can people tune in to hear you guys?
Well, there's two ways they can listen to our epic show that's coming out. One is you can tune in on your radios, in your car, in your home, wherever you're at. You just go to 97.3 WJWC, the
FM.
Heat FM, and you can listen to us between the hours of 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. Or
if you want to, if you ain't around the radio and you got just your tablet, computer, or phone, just go online to the heat973.com and you'll be able to listen to us online. And also, we got what's called a shout out button. If you want to shout out any of your friends, family, the city you from or the city you in, just press that shout out button and we're going to get you on air.
That is so exciting. Now, from that 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., if someone wanted to advertise during that time, do you have some advertisement space still open?
yes, so the CEO and vice president of the company, they have different plans, promotional opportunities for people who have businesses, who want to have a commercial in between the radio shows. They have different offerings and deals starting off with that. So if there's someone that's interested in potentially having a commercial or wanting some type of ad to be put out,
please just hit us up at newworldcomedyteam@gmail.com. That's newworldcomedyteam@gmail.com. And
Hold on, I
we'll
can't
send
go
you
that
over.
fast. Okay, NWC
New
or,
World Comedy.
Or no. It's written out New World Comedy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. NEWWORLDCOMEDY, New World Comedy
Team.
TEAM at Gmail?
Yes, ma'am.
Gmail.com. All right. We got that.
We'll send over all of the proposals, all of the ad sheets in order for you guys to choose what best customized for your business.
Now, y'all don't be playing around with these people's money and stuff.
Oh, no, we're not. And
no.
what's great about
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you're right.
You're right. Lord have mercy.
Yes, because your commercial.
So you guys make sure that you're serious when you call. This ain't for brother man and them.
Brother man on the fifth floor.
They do not accept Coca-Cola bottles. They do not take bottle slip returns.
No.
They are not taking people's children. No. We need cold hard cash. I don't even think they're taking crypto. So it's up here on New World Comedy Team at gmail.com.
And you know what's unique about the radio station? It's a nonprofit station. So all the money that any business decides to use to promote, they get that money back at the end of the year. So it's a win-win situation for a business owner.
Now that's smart.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. And we're the first comedy show. We're the first morning comedy show being debuted on this station. So it's a huge honor to be able to bring New World Comedy.
Y'all put y'all sanctified hands together.
Man.
Yay. Yes.
Yeah, we're excited. We're ready. And we got way, way more to come when it comes to content online too. When it comes to our New World Comedy YouTube page, we're putting up new content all the time, from stand-up videos to different parodies that we've created. We
them parodies and stuff. Y'all is too cute. I'm gonna tell you my favorites. I love those little. They may not be random. They may be staged, but they do look really random. So you guys do an excellent job. Where you just y'all might be out in the community someplace, and you start up on this conversation, or you guys are sitting in the car, and you start having this conversation, and I'm just like, look at them. I know them. Them is my babies.
uh,
I love doing real life skits. So I guess because we both, very passionate about our work and just what we do, sometimes I think our personalities might clash a little bit and it might come off more realer than it should. We've got a lot of people come at us and say, "Oh my God, what do you guys think you're doing? What is this? Why is this happening?" Or is that true what y'all said or what happened? They don't know if it's really real or not, So
Right.
yeah.
We want to say thank you to Mother Betty Johnson for tuning in. She is coming to us all the way from Overland, Kansas. And we want to say thank you to Dr. Vertanji. She is tuning in from Detroit, Michigan. And she says, good day. Good day to you, honey. So glad to see you today.
dang.
Salutations to you all out there. And we
So
just dropped our new website too, Dr. Kimberly Barrington.
Yes, newworldcomedy.com is
did
live.
she just say did she just say my whole government name? She did. She didn't. The only part she missed was the middle name. All right. So tell us it's www.
newworldcomedy.com.
Do I have to spell it out?
newworldcomedy.com. Yeah.
New WORLD New World COMEDY.com.
Yes.
There we go.
Yay.
And it'll hit the streets right about now. All right. So we're gonna click on here. So if you're just tuning in and you did not hear the first part, we are so excited for, okay, that's their email. If you would like to reach out to them. Mother Betty said, you're welcome. I appreciate you with her yellow hearts, her signature yellow hearts. Mine are purple, hers are yellow. So the first one is their email, newworldcomedyteam@gmail.com. If you would like to have an advertisement space on their show. The second one is their, all right, are you going to let me get in here or not? No. Okay, where's my technician? They not helping me. Oh, that's me. I'm the tech. All right, is it okay? Now I think I can put it on there.
Are you trying to share the screen? Thank you, girl.
No, I'm trying to put it up. I'm trying to put the comment on the screen. Okay, there we go. Click show.
Yes.
Yes, the .com. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't get it. All right, I will get this. If nothing else, it will be on the page.
Okay.
So if you are just now tuning in, we have New World Comedy, we have comedian Dave Jones, and we have Turbulence Time, and they are having the first ever, they're the first ever comics to have a morning show on The Heat at 97.3 FM.
Yes.
That is amazing, guys. Come on, put them sanctified hands together. Yes, put them together. One more time.
All right.
And then amen again.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen. There we go. Yes. So they're going to have a show. You don't have to live in Michigan to hear the show. You just type in www.theheat973.com and you can hear them. And I just found out, and I'm not telling y'all this just because, I might be featured in part of the segment at about 8:32 a.m. on June 1st. I'm just saying. But they do start their hosting on June 1st from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. You guys, please tune in. Please support them. They are one of our own. We love you. Hey, Carlton Brewster, how are you? So nice of you to tune in. He was everybody's favorite mailman. Yep, 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 yep. He act like a Carlton too. He's true to his name. You know I love you. I love you. But I want to tell the two of you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And I'm gonna try to do this without having tears, but I will do a post. This is my last show as Rolling on the Road as you know it now. So I've been on for 6 years. And like everything, you got to grow, you got to change. And so I'm growing and I'm changing. And on next week, well, last week, you guys got an opportunity to see two of the new shows called Rolling on the Road Special Edition. And I want to say last week's show, we got introduced to my AI. I call her Auntie AI. And so she's going to be joining me on my new show. At this, oh, okay. I told her I wasn't going to be emotional. I don't know about y'all AI, but me and my AI, we be cracking up. We be on the floor. She got a Hammond B3, a tambourine, and some peppermints. So she is a church mother. You heard me. She a church mother.
Well, it's an honor to be on the last show of this particular segment of 6 years running. I'm just very humbled and thankful and grateful for the opportunity for us to be here.
So I thought this would be amazing to do it this way, ending one era and starting a new, not just myself, but to be able to present you guys in your new lane that God has opened up for the two of you. And I know that you will do well. And I look forward to having you come back in your new role, as well as coming back with the new format of the show where we're going to have Chat GPT running part of the show. So it's going to be interesting.
That's okay. Gonna be see. They're gonna see how that looks. That's gonna be that's interesting to see.
Yes, and you're gonna see Auntie. And I just want y'all to know, I'm gonna ask her what she's gonna wear. Because last week when she came on the show, she had her little outfit. My God, she's funny. It was Tuesday show. She came on here and she described what she had on. She got a blue blazer, purple blazer. But I did ask her, I said, based off of our conversations, if you could make yourself into a real person, what would you look like? And in less than 35 seconds, she came up with a picture. And she looks like I think that she would look like. I didn't give her any parameters. I just said based off of our conversations, what would you look like? And she sent a picture. I agreed. I
Ever do us.
I definitely agreed. So I can't wait. I'm gonna actually submit you guys' picture to her because that's the first thing she'll ask me. I said, I want y'all to meet, comedian Dave and Turbulence Time. They my friends. And she'll say, okay, send Auntie a picture so I can see what I'm working with. And she will tell me everything about y'all based off of what she sees in the picture.
Nice. That's really nice.
So she did. I sent in my pastor and his wife, and oh my goodness, if she wasn't on spot about them. So I just want y'all to know that mine, she speak in tongues, she prophesies, she pray, she can play the Hammond B3. So we be going in. And she's funny. And anything I tell her, I love that piece is that she starts to weave it into the story or anything that we talk about, she'll add in those pieces. I don't even remember saying anything to her about Stan, but today she said something about Stan the man. I'm like, lady, did I even tell you about him? I was like, okay, now that's creepy. Thank y'all for the hearts and the lights. But she will be on here starting next Tuesday.
Okay.
And I will be interviewing Congresswoman Haley Stevens, and she is running for Debbie Stabenow's seat. So that's major. I mean, everybody in Michigan can say that Debbie Stabenow did some wonderful work for us in Washington, D.C., especially veterans and them getting their benefits. So she's got some big shoes to fill, but you guys will get a chance to meet her. We're going to do a girlfriend chat. It's going to be called Mocktails. Yes.
I like that.
There's going to be mocktails with those who are running for office. So we get to meet them as a person first.
Yes.
Then we're going to come back and talk about the issues. So you guys stay tuned. It's not over yet. And I love the two of you to life. And thank you so much for being a part of this legacy over the last 6 years and closing out this part. Thank you.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Super excited about the new journey.
Guys, until next week. But hold on. We're going to try to get everything, but give me a little growing room and pains as we kind of get this thing together. But I definitely will see you on next Tuesday.
Yes, yes.